This is Young Dean, back with the last video. I'm sorry that the TV out did not work. That might just be my TV. So I would still keep high hopes for that. Or not high, but I would still keep hope just in case. Now let's plug this into the computer to see what it looks like. As you can see, it just says USB, and it shows the battery icon. And yes, it does charge while plugged into the USB. Currently on my laptop I have Windows Vista, so it asks me would I like to open the folder. Yes, and this is what it looks like. You get a music folder, pictures, record, text, and video, and then the setup.rkw. Now, this is pretty much it. I've showed you everything there was to the player. You got the two external speakers, the micro SD, the microphone, and the TV out plus headphone jack on the right side of the player. On the far right side you have your home button. At the top you have the power button, and you have the input for outlet power, reset switch, and USB port. Now, I failed to give you the what's it called, the width of the player, so let me grab my ruler to give you that, and then I will give you my thoughts, and you can go on with your mind about buying this player. Now the player in centimeters, if I can hold this still, the player is about 1.3 centimeters in depth. So I don't know the measurements I gave you earlier, but so that you can make like a cardboard construct, you have those measurements, and the depth is 1.3, 1.4 centimeters. Everything was in centimeters. Overall, I like the player. I've had no problems with it, besides the occasional, misconception of the touchscreen, meaning like I might accidentally push something that I wasn't meaning to. But what can you do? It's a touchscreen. You're gonna have that with any touchscreen. Also, there was the music scrolling. Now, I wish somebody had like on the iPod Touch, when you're scrolling through your music, there's a alphabetical bar to choose which letter. I would love if they put that on like the top section of the ONDA player. I'll show you what I mean for like the top section. Now if they had it like so, just right above this bar, this blue bar, the first entry, they just had a little number thing, little letter thing, where I could click on a number. I would love to have that because it makes music scrolling a whole lot easier. I have about, say, 500 songs on this player, and so unless I like all the songs, I'm going to get pretty pissed off I get pretty pissed off trying to find the song I want to listen to. And it takes forever to scroll. That's my only major problem with this. Also, I was disappointed to find out that there was no second headphone jack. Now, that might just be for version 3 players. I'm not positive, but that's all that they're sending out now is version 3. Otherwise, yeah, this player is great. It has no dynamic scrolling, meaning that you can't like swipe like that and suspect it to scroll through. See, it selected a song instead of scrolling down a list. But, I mean, what can you do? It is an ONDA player, meaning like it is Chinese from far off, and it's a copy, so I mean, it's not gonna have everything perfectly down, but they do a great job. And I've noticed that with the firmware updates, everything just only got better, and there were no setbacks. Uh, Otherwise, I completely recommend this player. One thing I noticed is that you need a deep pocket, like quite literally. This isn't for the small pocket people. If you have a briefcase, great. If you have a suit with a nice deep inner jacket pocket, that would be great. It fits in my pants when I go to school. That's great for me. But I mean, like, if just make like a little box out of paper from the measurements I gave you, and try and put that in your pocket and see if it works out for you. That's all I can really say. And recommendation, when you're pushing buttons, use your whole finger. I managed to get it to push buttons easier like that. And I prefer without the plastic covering that came on the player. It just works better for me. Right. It's just less sensitive with the plastic covering on it. I did order my Mophie case, triple X large, I think, red. I'll be getting that in like 2 weeks, so I'll have an update video with the player in the Mophie case in case you want to see it. Yada yada. Um, I'll get the silicone case right now and show you what it looks like on it. But otherwise, I was quite happy with this player, and I'm pretty sure that you guys will be too. So, I'm just letting you guys know that. Here's the silicone case. But then I'm gonna set you down. I'm gonna stop here.